MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That right there is the inauspicious start. NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the New York Giants. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change momentum of this game in a hurry. A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now Jones. Throw left side, complete to Tony. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Throwing Jones. Touchdown Giants. It's Daniel Jones fighting Evan Ingram. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bengals nothing. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there on the keeper. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Flush to his right. He will find his man Chase, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-0. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's complete to John Ross. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A handoff, Barkley running left. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Touchdown! It's Daniel Jones fighting Evan Ingram, and the Giants are going to jump back in front. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. Jones throwing for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Burrow on play action. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, right at the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Joe Mixon. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 29, Jones completes it to Evan Ingram. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his right. He targets Ingram for another grab. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
The key here, as it usually is, protection. Love the design of this one because they leaked the running back out and sent him down the field. But you've got to give a quarterback time to locate him.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
They'll look to throw. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Hey, check back 21, check back 21. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your side.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right.
I know the natural instinct is to kick the extra point there and tie the game. But here in this spot, at this point of the game, is there another coach maybe weighing in with what to do here?
Well, I think that analytics are starting to say, with it being from the 2, that you're going for 2 more often. That makes sense. But there, I still like going for 1, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's my first instinct, but I'm understanding how the game is starting to change. And we're getting a number of these quarterbacks who are telling their coaches, we should go for 2 all the time. I want to see if we ever get a team that actually starts to do that.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Off the bootleg. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
It's sad they pay me.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They're passing here. Joe Burrow flush to his right. Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a give to Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And down inside the 15 he goes. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. On 3rd down, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they aren't back within a single point here in the 4th. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants.
Boy, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so. As Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there.
A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. It's 2 points and also a 2-score advantage as the lead swells to 9. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Burrow. Flushed out right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Burrow. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they take a knee. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they'll indeed take a knee.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win.